Yep, that's about all there is to it. So let's fire through a couple of examples. Now remember, if you want, you can keep that other video open in another screen and it'll just remind you so you can see the steps of what we're actually trying to do. But here's what we're trying to do. Let's solve x first. So remember that x goes over top of its corresponding side. Now what corresponds to x? Well, first of all, x is the smallest side, but don't trust the drawing. X is between blank and arc. So between blank and arc is 2, so x goes over top of 2. Now that goes over top of two known corresponding sides. Now what are my two known corresponding sides? Well, 8 and 5. I can't use 7 and y because I don't know y. And if you have an x and a y in one equation, then things are going to go badly. So 8 and 5, those correspond because, again, they're dot and blank and dot and blank. Now, because I'm going from x over 2, I have to go from 8 over 5. So if I'm doing x over 2, I have to do 8 over 5 because I'm going this triangle over this triangle. Or big over small. So big over small equals big over small. Okay, bam, set it up. Now cross multiply the 2 up there, and x equals 16 over 5. X equals 3 1/5. Check. Done. That's all there is to this stuff. So, solve the y. I take the y. I put it over its corresponding side, which is 7. Now, I set that equal to what? Do I want to use the 3 1/5, or do I want to use the 8 and the 5? Well, I want to use the 8 and the 5 because, well, just in case I screwed this one up. I mean, hopefully I didn't. But just in case you mess that up, don't mess your next answer up by using it. So go back and use the 8 over 5. Not to mention it's not an ugly fraction. It'll be easier. So y goes over 7. That means that 5 goes over 8. Ready? Solve it. Multiply that up there. And y equals 35 over 8. Y equals, what can I take out of there? 4 of them? 4 and 3 over 8. Bam. Check. There's x and y. Solved. Next one. Next one. We've got these intersecting lines. Now, we are assuming that these lines are straight, which we're not, and because of these symbols, that means that those lines are parallel. Again, no matter what the drawing looks like. Whenever you have two intersecting lines, this angle and this angle are called opposites, and they are the same. So even without those dots, these are the same. And because these are two parallel lines, this is the same as this by good old Z pattern, or alternating angles. Alright, now that I've set that up, let's solve for x. X goes over top of its corresponding side, which is 3. And that is equal to, so that's easy to see, that those are the two ends. That goes over that. Now, which are my known corresponding sides here? Well, I've obviously got to use 4. Does it go over 5 or 6? This is where you look. This is dot to blank, so I go dot to blank. So I have to use 5, not 6. When I have these opposite ones, the two triangles, well, they get flipped. So dot to blank, this is 4 over 5. Now multiply that up. Bam. X equals 12 over 5. X equals 2 and 2 over 5. Check. Okay, so those are two easy ones. Now, in my next video, I will do one that is a little bit more difficult.